Welcome to this instalment of Redwolf TV New Products of the Week. This week we bring to you a veritable slew of products, from Systema internals right up to mil-specs accessories.
This week we have a whole bunch of really cool new parts from Systema in terms of the new Energy series. The new Energy series is like the Prius of airsoft. With all talk about Greenpeace, global warming, energy savings, Systema decided to come out with this new series of parts that are super light and therefore saving a lot of energy for your gearbox. What that means is that between battery charges, you can actually shoot more, have more fun. What's exciting about this new Energy series of gears is that they're super light, made from high-tech materials. As you can see, Systema spared no expense in using carbon fiber for their sector gear, which makes this gear lighter and stronger. The benefit of all this is that with the lighter gear, it starts up much faster with less energy. Also, when you release the trigger, the gears actually stop faster because there's less momentum to keep it going. Therefore, you get a very abrupt stop. Along with the gears, Systema has revived and renewed their entire lineup of parts to become energy efficient, and hence they're all called energy parts. As you can see here, from lightened piston heads, lightened cylinder heads, lightened tappet plates, and even lightened pistons. All this goes to save energy from your battery so that you can stay out in the field longer between charges. Along with these new parts comes the energy efficient motors from Systema. As you can see, they're made in a different color than the Magnum and the Turbo. So there's no mistake that this is the new Energy series. If you actually go to our website and look at the graphs that Systema has provided, you'll see that to attain the same torque level and the same speed, these motors actually require less juice from your battery. Again, making it all energy efficient so that you can play longer. And if you can't be bothered to install all these parts yourself into your own gearbox, you can opt to buy a complete mech box from Systema. These come with an assortment of springs already installed. Basically, M150 is the highest level that you can go. You can install these into your MP5, G3, or M4 series. And they're all energy efficient. With the Energy series is that because the gearbox is now more efficient, Systema was able to squeeze an M170 spring into this gearbox and still have it be able to run efficiently using the original Magnum motor. So what you can do is you can actually buy this M170 complete gearbox for your MP5, G3, or M4 with M170 spring for maximum power.
Also, from Magpul PTS we have these new PRS precision rifle systems. They come in two different colors and two different stock tube options. Each product only comes with the one stock tube, which means there is an overall result of 4 separate products. The stock itself, it has repositional, cheek pad, and buttstock. We do take particular mention that the repositionable pieces, adjustable by dials, extend to a maximum of about 2.5 centimeters, which is quite generous considering that it is already a full-length solid stock. And adjusting the cheek rest with the dial, you can actually dial it in within millimeter increments. The result is a highly adjustable stock. Besides the 2 color options, there are 2 stock tube options, each stock only coming with one, so simply select the product that you prefer. One stock is for AEGs, installing direct access onto any of your standard AEGs. The other option is for your gas blowback carbines, including the necessary buffer tube and buffer spring necessary for installation. And finally, on the bottom you'll find this sneakily hidden compartment. The block slides off to reveal underneath it a short accessory rail, designed mostly in order to install a monopod. Also from Magpul is the AEG version MOE trigger guard, constructed of mega super plastic, making it very high density and high strength, but extremely lightweight. Its ergonomic shape means that scraping your finger across its curved sides is no longer as uncomfortable as the old-fashioned square sides of metal trigger guards. New from Tokyo Marui is the PEQ16 styled battery box, available in black and tan. You notice that the design is a lot more organic than previous PEQ designs because the new PEQ16 does indeed feature these extra features. The Marui product also includes an expander, as the standard battery capacity on its own is capable of fitting a small type lithium polymer battery, which is enough for most, but in the event that you should require something a little larger. The removal of screws from the front end can add on an extendable tip. This increases the interior volume of the battery to allow installation of a larger LiPo or even an 8.4 volt mini battery. Aries brings us their latest variation of the Tavor. For the most part, the weapon is more or less the same, the difference being only a few minor adjustments to the externals. The most obvious, of course, is the fact that the body is in tan. This is the namesake of the model itself. It includes the same flip-up iron sights, but you'll notice the complete lack of the Mars sight, instead featuring a top accessory rail and a right side accessory rail. Previous black model Tavor features the CTAR style shorter barrel. The tan Tavor instead features the full-length TAR long barrel. The weapon includes a single magazine or 120 round mid-cap. King Arms brings us their new 2009 version M7A1. The weapon features a 7-inch outer barrel, hence its namesake. On the end, we have an amplifier-styled flash hider. The front end is a full metal rail system with Troy markings and full incline markings as well. Included as well are the Troy-style flip-up iron sights. Making note that the rear sight does have the 2-position ring aiming for short and long range. The all-metal body consists of a Voltor upper rail and a Troy M7A1 lower. The pistol grip is unremarkable aesthetically, but it is highly comfortable with an ergonomically styled grip pad. Included as well is the Magpul-styled CTR stock. 6 positions, adjustable by switch, including the friction lock, and a rubberized pad for your comfort. On the rear of the receiver, we feature this metal expanded block, which includes 2 quick-detach sling mount slots. We do take particular mention that the extended nature of the block means that the ring of the mount never actually comes into physical contact with the metal body, thus minimizing scratching on your weapon. Also included with the weapon is a metal or black high-cap magazine. Also, a stubby-styled front vertical grip. VFC brings us their pretty new EGLM-style grenade launcher. With quick detach rail mounts, it will fit on any weapon due to the fact that this particular model lacks the integrated grip that goes around a SCAR magazine. The activation of the grenade is button, so it functions just like any other 203 grenade launcher, with the exception of the fact that, like all EGLMs, it features the spring-loaded button release, the sliding breech, and the rotating for loading. Included with the launcher are 2 rear sets. They attach to the rear end of the grenade launcher with the intention of expanding the EGLM back to its original SCAR-compatible condition. It comes with 2, with the intention of fitting on either the SCAR-L or the SCAR-H. And it does indeed feature an extension mechanism for pressing the initial button from the rear trigger pull, thus creating the true SCAR EGLM experience. Also from VFC, they offer the deluxe version. Exactly 1 tier up, it is exactly the same grenade launcher, featuring the same 2 rear assemblies for addition onto either a SCAR-L or SCAR-H. Except, of course, that the deluxe version obviously includes the standalone kit, with 2-position buttstock and a grenade-style quick-detach iron sight. From Mil-Specs, we have a variety of accessories compatible with the High Kappa series, including flared magwells of the silver and black variety, a selection of scope mount rails in silver and black, and this funky little side mountings. The scope rails are all metal and feature realist, authentic markings. Despite its all-metal construction, it is lightweight and is highly securable with multiple screws. It also comes in a silver version. Included as well is the replica dust cover. On real firearms, this prevents gunpowder flash from building up residue on the scope. In airsoft, this isn't so much of a problem, but it does recreate realism. The side-mounted scope features the capability to mount a sight directly above the weapon. We here at Redwolf think it's a particular humorous feature that if you in fact install the mount on the other side of the weapon, it allows the mounting of the sight on the outside of the weapon, resulting in a gangster sight.